All right.
Would you like
I'm
to
streaming, y'all.
recap some cave business?
Let's see. We started in the room where we killed the mummies. Then we kept going, and then there was this. We opened a door. There was a blue. There was a, not blue, purple, like a purple kind of pulsating light. Um, and when Rowan started to cast a spell to dispel it, um, it started to hurt. So he did not cast a spell. Rana was able to detect that there was an undead moving around. And so she said, we gotta go find it, deal with it. There was a coffin right in front of us that was like slightly open. So we followed there was a hallway going south, so we followed that down there. Then there were two rooms. We went to the room on the left first because the undead felt like it was teleporting to Rana. So we went to the room on the left. We found some magic items. I think the shield, and Rowan found a scroll. And what else did we find? I don't remember.
Ever some boots?
The quiver was in that
Yeah.
room. Oh, cool.
That shield.
Yeah, I remember the shield, but apparently the quiver was in there too. Cool, 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 cool. The undead kept teleporting like around, but Rana couldn't see it, so that was starting to freak her out a little bit. And then eventually we opened the door to the south, and there was a mummy. A mummy. Tonus talked with it for a while. She called us defilers. She was that priestess that I'm pretty sure, Orphun. And Tonus tried to negotiate with her a little bit and say, like, hey, we're friends of the dwarves. You're a dwarf. We're friends with some of the dwarves. And then he showed her the ruby in one of his shields, and then she was not happy with that, and she attacked us. Um, we still couldn't cast spells. All of our spells caused us damage, and then we had to make a save to like actually cast it. So that was rough. But we did manage to. Oh, and the other mummies that we had already fought came back to life. So we took a bit of a beating, but we did manage to defeat them. And as soon as the main mummy went down, the other mummies did too. And then we drank a couple of strength potions to go open the sarcophagus and found her canopic jars. But they were protected magically. So somebody failed a wisdom check and couldn't open them.
That was me.
Yeah. And then the purple light started coming back, and we were like, shit, 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 shit. So Tonist rigged a grenade, dropped the grenade into the coffin, and then everybody ran away and waited for it to explode. It exploded, it did. The light faded, and the mummy did not get back up, which is good. So she
Turned to
is.
sand.
Yeah. Then we went back. Oh yeah, we started dealing with some of the other things that we wanted to explore in the cave. Ambrose. Wait, was it Ambrose or was it Tonus? Tonus swam into a little crevice and found a chest that had a parchment in it, but because he opened the chest underwater, the parchment is ruined. We don't know what the parchment said, but it had like a jet heart, like stone heart. It was a warlock magic item for Ambrose. It lets him recover a spell slot, if I remember correctly.
He takes like 8d6 damage, yeah.
Yeah, 6. I think it's 6.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Like half health.
The
Only
chest did have markings of Shebelith. Um, and which is one of the aberration deities that we've been fighting their minions kind of regularly. What else happened? We went to the mud creature, and we followed the mud creature down some underwater passageway, but not till after Rowan cast water breathing on all of us, which was nice because I'm pretty sure we would have taken a lot of damage from drowning, if not just drowned altogether. It spat us out in the... Oh, we ended up having to kill the mud creature. There was no treasure there. But Ambrose was the one following it, and it turned around and like tried to punch Ambrose, and he was like, well, no. So we killed it. That little water passageway spit us out in a large cavern that we had sort of started to explore earlier, but it had those screaming mushrooms in it that we hate so very much. And that's sort of where we ended, and then Alazan sent us like a brief wrap up. Do you want me to recap that too, or?
Nah, that's fine.
Okay. So we wrapped up in the cavern, then we left.
Caught some mushrooms, found some stuff.
Yeah, found a dead Fey ring that ordinarily Fey rings would allow transport to the Feywild, but this one, for whatever reason, is not. The mushrooms were dead, and couldn't make heads or tails of why it was here or what use it served, where it went in the Feywild. The fish creatures, the Kuotoa, thanked the group profusely for stopping the metal man, and provided one of this purple-backed glowing card to them.
Oh yeah.
Were suspicious of it, thought that one of their brethren went crazy because of the card, and are giving that to the group in sort of a you guys deal with it. The dwarves that had been working on the mine, expanding it and getting it operational to extract the ore and stone, will wall up the opening that led to this cavern, since the threat of the constructs is over and the snail people aren't much of a threat. They were just sort of defending their home and in a reactionary way rather than trying to kill dwarves for the fun of it. You emerge in the circus, blinking against the midday sun, and presumably return to the keep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, before we leave, we'll definitely tell the dwarves that since they're Dothy dwarves, we'll tell them that they were the dwarven, I don't know, tunnel system that we found was the dwarves of Rails Rim.
Yeah.
And just in case they have any, they can make anything useful out of that information. Like if they, oh well, the dwarves of Rails Rim built their tunnel systems this way, so we'll make sure we do this, that sort of thing.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, sounds good. They're intrigued by the information, and there's a part of them that wants to go into the caverns and investigate, but at the same time, they didn't bring a bunch of warriors with them. They're mostly miners, so talking it over, decide that probably for the best to just leave it as it is and wall it up until they can investigate with some of their Dathi soldiers in a more secure manner.
Yeah, probably smart.
Okay. Return to the keep. No news from Dargoloth. Just tells you that Johnny and Althea are still gone. Not sure when they'll be back. They took off to the east.
Did we ever send that message response back to Jaxar?
No.
Okay, well, we'll definitely make sure we do that. We probably would have coordinated anything that Althea wanted to respond to Jaxar with from his letter. Rana just wants to make sure that the Conclave knows that a seer, a credible source, I don't know, says that the Blight is going to come quickly through the steppe. The Conclave should know about that since they were the ones that did the Whorl, and maybe they can do something I don't know, similar or something else to stop the blight
Sure.
from coming through the steppe. So Ron
Okay.
will make sure that that gets sent in that message before we leave.
All right. Yeah.
I don't really know
Okay.
if we want
Yeah.
anything else to be in that letter, but that needs to get sent to the conclave for sure.
Noted. Jack's our response. Okay. And with that, we had made plans to head back down to Three Rivers to meet up with Gadiel, take care of some personal business, and pursue that vampire he told you about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so the journey is a fairly safe one from Shifnal to Milbourne. I'm giving it a wide berth again just because of what's going on there. But Rana does a side trip to take care of some personal business before you depart fully.
Oh, in Melbourne, yes. Also, let's not go back through the Emerald Regent's domain. Let's not poke that bear again. We'll go around.
Yeah. Did I have enough time to like make all of the repairs and upgrades to the Doom engine before
Yes,
we
yeah, it
left?
was
Okay.
fully completed.
I don't
Daron
remember what
helped
those
with that.
were.
Okay. So you head you head west to continue along the Gresham River and southward from there, moving through some of the smaller villages along the path. These sort of ramshackle handful of collection or handful of building settlements where there's just a bunch of farmers that have grouped together for protection against unkind creatures that roam the area. Pass through Westbriar, one of the larger cities, but without much business there. No reason to stay over long. Then you continue on and through some of the villages that were ravaged by the undead when they came through just a couple weeks ago. Um, the
Yeah.
the pus mass in that one village is still gone. Good news there.
That is good.
Nothing regrew. No one repopulated that village. And with what it was, it's kind of been left left abandoned and moving through some of the villages. You've heard rumors, and it just sounds like people don't want anything to do with that area because of what happened. Some of the few people that did go found the bodies of the creatures and decided that the place actually is cursed.
I mean, easy conclusion to come to,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
So each day, as you move through each night, you set up your defenses, continue through, and it's just despite what happened just a few weeks ago and that uh, huge influx of undead, there isn't much on the roads. People aren't really willing to travel as much, and uh, it hasn't quite been enough time for unseemly elements to take hold, like bandits. So it's just a barren stretch of road most of the way. You are getting pretty close to Three Rivers, rumbling along in the Doom engine at pretty good clip. Up ahead, you're coming to one of the last villages along the path, and as you get closer, you realize that there's figures moving about in town in the walled off village. They're humanoid, and as you get closer, you realize that they're fighting skeletons and larger four-armed creatures.
Okay. Presumably,
Ooh.
does Tonist bring the tank to a stop when he sees that?
Oh, yep. Yeah.
Okay. Because if not, Ronald will be like, "I'm out. I gotta go take care of some business."
Business.
So Ronald will get out. Like once it comes to a stop, she'll pretty much make a direct beeline. And as soon as they're in range, actually, she has a pretty big range. She can probably start. How far out are they?
When you can, at the point that you can differentiate and realize what's happening, probably about 100 feet or so, because of the wall, the gate, the wooden fence that surrounds the village. You can't see too clearly from further away.
How many feet?
About 100.
100. Okay, yeah, I'll start shooting skeletons.
Okay. And the
Change.
yeah, so you can see these like humanoids in like leathers and wielding sword and shield, and in the middle of these guys is this massive gray-skinned figure wielding an axe.
Okay. Does he look undead? Is he fighting the undead? Is he fighting the people?
He appears to be fighting the undead.
Okay. What's this thing?
Ooh.
What thing?
Off to the left. It says uninjured.
Oh, that's the monster group.
Oh, that's
At
your
one
token
point-
for initiative?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
You can ignore it. No, you
Hey,
delete it.
Alizon, I'm getting an audio clip playing on repeat.
Oh no! Is it a terrible?
It is something that shall be revealed. There we go. Thank you. I
know what
was
happened?
waiting for someone else to react to that, but
They can't because of why you were hearing
Yes,
it. I'll
got it.
explain that. I'll explain
Yep.
that when it comes time
Thanks.
because it'll be funny. It's funny to
Cool.
me.
Sound effects
Ooh.
now?
Ominous.
So mysterious!
Hey, we've been working together here, guys, so stay tuned.
Okay. So where are... I see one skelly man. He's already dead. I see this one. See this one way down
I mean,
here.
technically, all of them are already dead.
See this one.
Yeah. So
Yes.
let's roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
There's as many NPCs as PCs. It's never a good sign.
My dice collided with another die. I don't know if that is like actually affected its roll or
It
not.
doesn't. No. Funny though.
More ghouls? Ghouls are
Oh,
bad.
if you guys didn't, you should long rest because you got a few nights in.
Yes.
Whoa, that sounds good. Oh, wait, if time passed, then I'm no longer strong magic, am I?
Oh,
Nope. Strong man is
potion
gone.
wore off. Damn. I never got to suplex anything.
All right. So you quickly pull the Doom engine to a stop and file out to assist these people. A couple of them seem like they're non-combatants. They're sort of backing away from the others, and you can see they've like circled up a couple wagons off to the side, but that's not really relevant to the combat. It is Rana's go.
Let's see. 30 feet. Yeah, okay. So I'll go here. There's more. Oh. Oh, that's a big O.
Yep. Off in the mass of skeletons and more fleshy undead, you see one that it has a resemblance to an ape, but it has 4 arms. Its flesh hangs in tatters off of its body.
Oh, as in 4, the number 4 arms. I was like, everything has a forearm. I don't understand.
Four-armed and forewarned. Yeah, that's this guy. He has 4 limbs coming out of his torso.
Does Rana
They end,
know?
they end in hands.
Yes. Does Rana know what it was? Because I think I
Uh,
know what it was.
Make
But
a nature check.
nature. Oh, actually, I can do this. Skills. Wait, nature.
Was a gorillon,
Okay. What does? Okay.
which is a
That could be a gorilla off.
Hey!
oh no. They're massive primates that, yeah, typically alive rather than this dead thing. But they're pretty massive. They're like big gorillas.
Okay.
It's strange that I mean, they're undead, so who knows how they got to be where they are, but
Right.
mostly found in forests and
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of weird that this one is like, because I don't know how far we are away from a forest at this
yeah.
point, but
Yeah, you would find these more south of Gresha.
right. So it's weird that there's one up here. Okay, she's gonna shoot at the ghoul.
All right.
I don't remember if ghouls have IAC, so I'm just gonna shoot it normally.
Okay. That hits easily. It doesn't even realize that more combatants are in the area and takes that pretty hard. The
Oh, and
massive
then
arrow.
there's
Yeah.
a D4 of thunder. Thunder? Not thunder. Yes, thunder. Or is it lightning?
All I know is that he's
Sound or is it chalk?
Is that he's what?
frightened. It was a dumb joke.
Oh.
So that was the first attack.
Okay, yes. Again.
That will hit.
And then more thunder, and then the Colossus Slayer.
All right, so 2 of these giant arrows streak out from Rana's bow and strike the creature. It's pretty heavily damaged by them, each one digging burrows through its flesh.
And then I will use the first the first tier of Mie's bell, and I'll be done.
Gaz moves up next to Rana and holds his whip as though he's about to strike something. Strange entity of the Death Seer floats near Rowan and just observes. Observes. Weird word for whatever reason. And my forge keeps being weird, so I don't know. It's still lagging strangely like it did last week and earlier today. Not sure who's next, but whoever's next should probably start going.
Ghoul.
Ah, great. Perfect.
Unfortunate.
All right.
It's Ghoul, then what I'm assuming is Ri-Fi, and then Militia, and then Val. So yeah, there's like 3 NPCs plus Ri-Fi in a row.
Oh my gosh.
Allegedly.
All right. Yeah. Hey, you don't know. The ghoul leaps forward towards this giant gray-skinned humanoid and claws at him. These thick. That's a good question. I'll let you know in a second.
Okay.
Hits on a 19.
Wait, hold on. Jacob, do you remember what the range is on this Disrupt Undead from Doe's Bell? I don't see a range.
Probably 60.
Okay, then is it? Oh, is it just out of range? Because I think Ri-Fi is in 60 feet. So never mind. He's out of range.
Oof.
Okay. So the fleshy undead attacks the Goliath and it hits on a 19. Ri-Fi.
Yes, it hits.
Okay. So that will be 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
as it tears into him, pulls its hand away, all bloody, and licks it with a little bit of
Ew.
relish, as though it were eating a hot dog. No.
I'm just gonna try to
Relish.
Yeah. The others move towards the roughly armored humans and swipe at them as well. And the big gorilla-looking thing comes over and just smashes the hell out of this guy.
Is that guy in 60 feet? Within 60 feet? No, damn it.
I don't see the gorilla in the turn order.
Oh, yes. So, sometimes to make it easier, I typically choose
Okay.
one enemy and they go all on the same one. Sometimes I
Got
do
it.
two, but yeah.
Cool.
It's moving as a ghoul.
Yeah. And then it is the Goliath's turn. Ri-Fi.
All right. Goliath saw that arrow swing by and hit the ghoul, and presumes new allies have joined. So he will continue to attack. I don't have institutional knowledge of the difference between ghouls and undead.
Mm-hmm.
Squares and rectangles.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Your clan has seen both, and ghouls are carrion feeders. They like to eat dead things. If they
Never
can
mind.
find living things to eat, they'll do that as well. But you'll find them a lot in like grave sites and cemeteries because they'll dig up bodies and eat the flesh.
Okay. So then I will pull out Splitter. First, actually, I'm going to let out a guttural roar into the heavens and enter a rage.
Oh,
So
Oh my
That's a
god,
large
guys, I think he's a
rage.
druid.
I'll start
Alright.
there, and pulling out Splitter, I'm going to attack the ghoul.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Right. The ghoul, unarmored, basically just in tattered clothes, whatever the body it was wore when it was buried, and doesn't have a lot of defense. So the axe cuts into him quite easily.
Great.
All right. You slash a deep furrow into its torso. It's looking worried. Keeps looking back and to the right towards this area.
That would have been +3 with the rage, I believe.
Ah, yes. Correct. Okay.
Would Ronald have caught that it looked back this way?
Make a perception check. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So
Okay.
first attack.
That was my first attack. We're going to try to finish this guy off. So another swing of Splitter at the ghoul.
All right. Yeah. Just as much of a hit as the first time. All right. With the second swing, true to its name, it cuts into the ghoul and in halves him,
In half sim.
splits him.
Love it.
Haha.
It looks like it was about to run, but now it cannot, as it is on the ground. Once more dead.
Great.
I'll choose that one.
Did this guy next to me died?
Yeah, it got pounded into the dirt by the big four-armed gorilla-looking thing. He just
Alright.
hammered him with his four arms.
All right. Can I do a movement to end my turn?
You can, if you, depending on, like, if you're moving away from any of these two guys that you're next to, they would get one of those
Oh,
opportunity attacks. But
that's
you're
right.
free to move as long as you stay adjacent to them. They won't.
Okay, I'll
You
stay.
can move one to the left.
Yeah.
Is that advantageous to me, Jacob?
Not particularly.
Not really. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I'm gonna stay put.
The skeletons continue to strike out at the militia, or the guards. One of them, the one next to the Goliath, swings a greatsword at him.
A skeleton plus.
Plus what?
I don't know, it just says skeleton plus.
Got an extra bone or two.
On?
It's an orange bar skeleton.
Aha, I like the.
Like that.
Am I the adept big one?
I don't know what's going on with the forge. Okay, so hits on a 24.
Yep.
It's going to do 7 slashing,
All right.
and that's probably halved. I'm going to refresh my forge real quick, see if that fixes the problems that I've been having.
No DM, move wherever we want.
I didn't even understand what you said.
He said
No DM, no rules.
Yeah. No DM,
no
no rules.
DM, no
Move wherever
rules.
you
Yeah,
will.
pretty much. All right. So the other ones attack the. Oh, they've already gone. Why am I doing that? You know what? Ignore that. Valis moves up 1, 2, 6, and you know what? He's just gonna get further in so that he can range. Okay, that brings us to Tonist. Oh, you guys did not roll well.
No, I mean, it's fine though.
Yeah.
Bonus action, I'm gonna have Liger dash
Mm-hmm.
to. Oh, that's the wrong one. To here.
That's pretty far. What's his speed?
70.
His speed is 70 base.
He has Horseshoes of Speed on now, which
Okay.
raises his base speed by 30.
All right. Yeah. So let me bring him over too.
Oh, I forgot about Liger. No,
Yeah.
he was the literal vehicle of the movement. I looked him up.
He's pivotal to that action.
Do I frick up the gorillan or do I frick up the skeleton? I'm gonna frick up the gorillan.
Okay. With Goliath on the other side, you get advantage.
Yep. Let's go.
Of course.
Of course.
All right. You power through with a mighty wallop, and it is mostly. Yeah, it's probably about halfway.
Halfway what?
Halfway to being dead again.
Redead.
Oh, redead.
Oh. Thanks, all.
That also hits. All right. Not as good, but still pretty hefty damage. Rowan's go.
Chaos.
If you are speaking, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm in range, so run. Just going to forward a bit. And that's my go.
And that brings us to Ambrose.
boy, 30 feet won't buy you much this late in the game.
It really doesn't.
Move up to about here. Then, okay, yeah, I'm gonna start hitting the big gorilla fella with some eldritch blasts.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'll hit.
There's damage on that, and
That
then
will
number
kill him.
2. Oh,
He plus deads right in the dirt.
Is he plus dead or minus undead?
He minus un.
okay. Still got 2 more of these. Is this guy still alive? Yeah,
He
he's
is,
still
yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
Alright,
He's
I'm gonna
still
attack him.
moving about. Just like the other one, he's got this big ass rusty sword chipped in places.
Is he flanked, and do I get advantage on him if he is?
No.
Yes, no.
No? Okay.
That didn't
Never
need it.
mind.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, I mean, if you just roll a nat 20, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Critical hit.
Oof. Well. All right. The second blast takes it at the face, and his jaw gets ripped off. Does that
Damn.
picture even have a jaw? Yeah, it does.
And my last one, I'm going to shoot that same skeleton again.
That hits.
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so with the second strike, he's still moving about. No, I don't want to see the source code for this back.
Oh my god,
You
we
sure?
can take a little peek
What
in
is
that source
F12
code.
in?
Scandalous.
It's only F12. Do you want to move him about at all?
Nah. He seems pretty alright where he is.
Yeah, he's nearly dead. Okay, so that brings us back up to Rana. Looking off in the direction that ghoul was looking, you can see on this hill, not too close, but still close to the village. It's like 800 feet. There's this tower. You can see damage to the tower. Bits of it are broken off. But at this distance, it's hard to tell why he was looking over there.
What about at this distance?
Well, it's still 800 feet
Oh,
to
okay.
the right from this point, so
That's true.
might have to go with same thing.
Okay, fine. Okay, I will shoot. I mean, they're gonna. I will shoot this one.
Okay.
Let's do some sharpshooter.
Pretty great, bro.
That will hit.
Is that one? It is uninjured, so no Colossus Slayer.
No.
Okay, and then one more. Ugh.
Yeah, that misses. I don't know if it's the wind or hardier, but goes errant.
Yeah.
Probably chunks out a piece of the stone from this building.
Okay, that's me.
Did you dash as a bonus action?
I did.
Okay. All right. I guess Gaz runs up, dashing to catch up. Oh, so does the Death Seer. Floats along behind Rowan. With the skeletons that remain, they swing a couple more times. One is going after the Goliath this time.
That one. Let's What? I'm so sorry. There's a lot of abilities to juggle. Let's put him at disadvantage.
He swings and whiffs. Looks like he probably didn't have a good enough grip. It's hard when you just have a bone hand. get the proper grip on these things. Alice moves forward, firing his hand crossbow at a couple of them. And to injure them so that they can be Colossus slain. And it is Tony's go.
What is still alive?
The 3 skeletons. And 4 of the militia and the Goliath. And these 3 merchants.
Okay, I'll smack this one right here then.
Okay.
Come it skipped my turn.
Oh, did I? Oh, I sure did. My apologies. That happens. Good call out. It is the Goliath's go. Tony's
All right.
to wait.
I will just swing Splitter at this injured undead right in front of me.
All right. Yeah, this one, even though it's wearing, so most of them are in tatters of armor. This one is in, has plate on, and it's still good enough. You just swing and cleave through some of that armor.
Nice.
19 with the extra from Rage.
Great. And we'll do it again.
That also hits.
Yep.
So I think seeing as it's the same attack roll, it'd be real fucked up if it didn't. Okay. And all right. So with those 2, now it's Tony's go.
What was I gonna do? Oh yeah,
Mash this one to a pulp.
that's the plan.
Yeah, that hits. And kills him.
What's
All
happening?
of the dice.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't survive 4 rerolls and explodes in a cloud of bone.
And then I'm gonna go boop. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, I want Liger with me. I'm gonna go. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Again.
And kill Steel.
Oop, what have I done?
Kenai yells, "This one's mine!"
Boop, boop, boop.
All right. Yeah, that hits that guy. And you know, it's just some skeletons' luck to live despite overwhelming power.
I mean, Liger still gets an attack, doesn't he?
Yeah. You direct your bonus action for it to attack.
Yeah. Never mind.
Wow.
Wow.
It's rough.
Wow.
Snake eyes.
Yeah, I mean that pixel he's got is magical.
Resilient.
Yeah. All right, Rowan's go. As the Goliath yells out that the one in front of him is his.
Alright, well,
Unclear if it's like a pet or a friend or.
No, like he lost his bones. He's a jelly man.
Sounds like a great quest.
He's find my bones.
And we'll just mind sliver the skeleton that Jonas was fighting.
I think he's dead.
Probably. Depends on how it does on its intelligence here.
Yeah. All right,
I'm
so
talking to the skeleton.
it tilts its head to the side as though deep in thought and dies.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
excellent.
All right, and that brings us to Ambrose. There's just a single skeleton left. The Goliath's real intent on slicing through it, it's himself, but I don't even know where Ambrose is. Oh, he's still up there.
He respects competitors.
Okay. Ambrose is probably going to hear the Goliath shout out, "This one's mine," and He's gonna move up, see the one skeleton left in front of him, and just shoot him a thumbs up, and end his turn.
Ron is good.
All right. She looks kind of. Whatever. Okay, if you want to kill that one, fine. So then she comes all the way over here and looks up at that tower.
Yeah, there's a tower in the distance. It's surrounded by this curtain wall, and yeah, from here you can't really see anything. It's
There's no movement.
make a perception check. You can see you can see movement inside. In fact, up top the tower you see skeletons moving around.
Okay, so then she'll shout back that there's more on the tower and in the tower. There's more at the tower.
To the Goliath.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that'll
Go
be
ahead.
my turn.
Okay. To the Goliath's left, this elven-looking man. He wears a sort of a bandana over the lower half of his face, moves closer to the big four-limbed creature here, and he grabs hold of one of the creature's arms and starts cutting it away from at the shoulder.
Okay.
I
And it is the Goliath's go.
All right. Let's finish this guy off. Gonna swing splitter. Split another undead.
All right, that will definitely hit. And with one mighty swing, well, I think it was 3 mighty swings,
Yeah.
the skeleton falls.
Nice. All right. What else are we looking at here? I think we're all clear.
Yeah, you don't
Kenai.
see any other undead moving around in the village itself. At this point, these newcomers, odd array of people, and the merchants and militia, some of them move to their fallen comrade, checking to see if she's alive.
Kenai does the same, kneels down and checks a pulse. Maybe.
She has just like looking. You don't even need to check for a pulse. Her
Got it.
head's been caved in
Oh, yes.
of brain matter.
Gorillon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you guys are out of initiative.
Yep.
Does anybody seem to react to Rana saying that there's more at the tower?
Some of the guards move closer and look over there. Tower's about pretty far away, so they mostly just try to stay behind cover after looking.
Okay.
Come towards her. Is this just random decoration?
There was blood there from when the undead originally came through. It's dried quite a bit.
Okay. So she'll run back this way a little bit, and gesture to the party members, be like, "Hey, there's more at the tower. Let's go."
See the merchants sort of shaking their head. No,
No,
I won't go over there.
No, yeah, you guys can stay here. We'll take care of it. It's fine.
Okay. They move their fallen comrade over into this building to the right.
Does Rana do the merchants have any specific markings?
Not. I mean, they're just in plain clothes. They aren't wearing any like livery or have coat of arms.
They don't have like a guild.
No.
Patch. Okay.
Is it not pronounced livery? Am I just wrong?
I thought it was livery.
I might just be wrong.
place with the books.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing livery.
Rana will also look at the rage monster and be like, "Hey, there's more up there. Do you wanna
He's
do you wanna keep?"
Kenai pauses and looks toward Warwick. Which one's Warwick?
Warwick is one of the merchants. He's headed inside with the guards. They're just sort of taking cover in the pack in the building.
Are we near our destination?
It's still about a day's journey.
All right. I'm gonna go tell them to stay there, and then
Yeah, no arguments here. There's a catapult up there.
I'm gonna investigate the tower on the hill with this group.
Right. Yeah, looking at the tower, the figures moving about on top. They do appear to be loading something.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good.
I wouldn't recommend loading things, yeah.
Yeah, as Kenai moves back in the direction, or out to that direction where these people are, you can see that this elven man that has finished sawing off the arm of the Gorillon-looking creature, and he just shoves the whole thing into his mouth. His jaw distends, and despite its size, it just all disappears into his gullet. He affixes his bandana over his face once more.
What a hero.
Rana looks over at Gaz, says, "You done? You ready? We're good?"
Yeah, just 3 more, but I can do them later.
Okay, yeah. We'll try to make sure that gets saved for you. I don't think anybody's gonna move it.
Looks around as though to say, they better not.
Okay.
Okay, so Tonist, any ideas on what to do about that catapult? Should we take the tank and catapult them back?
That's a small target. Or a skinny target, I would assume.
A tower, yeah.
So no.
As you're discussing this, there's a sort of a screeching sound descending from the heavens.
Look up.
Chirping. There's a that's on repeat.
Hey, yo.
Is that what Wi-Fi was doing earlier?
Maybe. There's a falcon descending rapidly, and as it gets closer, it dives onto Liger and tries to claw at it.
I'm on Liger.
Yeah. It artfully maneuvers in the air, moving one wing so that it can claw at the steel defender before quickly climbing back into the sky.
No, Rana's gonna. Does it look like a normal falcon? Like what?
Like a nature check. That definitely misses Liger.
It does indeed miss Liger.
Nature. Oh gosh.
I mean, you've heard of falcons in the steppe region to the north, but I mean, you probably haven't seen one. Certainly not one like this. This one's quite large. It's probably about. Oh gosh, I keep hearing it now.
I never heard it. Did everybody else hear it?
I mean, yeah,
it was centered on Tonist, so
it was
weren't
very
close
loud
enough
for me.
It's like 2 feet in length, and it's big for a bird of prey.
Okay.
And very fast.
And attacking us.
Attacked Liger.
Okay.
And it didn't provoke
Sorry,
an opportunity attack.
I've been muted. But Kenai sees this and immediately reacts. He calls out to the bird, yelling, "Pippin, to me!" And the bird flies to Kenai.
Falcon wings around and flies back towards the Goliath. and it gives dirty looks over at Liger while it's perched on the Goliath's shoulder.
Liger seems unfazed as he is a robot.
Rana, who had an arrow knocked and drawn, slowly releases the draw and watches the Falcon and Goliath carefully.
Really good time to describe yourselves to each other.
Let me see.
Especially since Omega's about to dip out.
Yeah. So Rana is a half elf. She has lightish brown skin with a blue tint, green eyes. If you get a little closer, you can see that they have little silver flecks. She has very elaborate elf locks with different things woven into them, like flowers, pieces of silver wire, some bones, and then a string of bells that go like kind of around the back of the crown of her head. And then she is wearing, wait, are they dark blue clothes? Dark blue clothes with almost like gray vines, kind of like marble. And the tunic is long sleeved, tapered cuff, silver threading, then dark blue breeches, dark gray boots. All of it's very form fitting, but also like covering, very conservative as well.
Next to her, the half-elf man is, again, he keeps his mouth covered by this bandana. When it was open and he was stuffing that arm into his mouth, it kind of at the bottom right of it, there's sort of a disfiguration. Doesn't really look quite right, as like almost like it's the bottom lip was pulled towards the jawline. His ears are unlike Rana's. Rana's half-elf ears sort of pointed upwards. His are pointed horizontal to his head. He keeps his left arm wrapped in bandages, and it sort of moves in a writhing sort of motion. It doesn't look like it's jointed at the normal places in an arm. He holds a whip that is made of bone, so it's segmented bone all the way that ends in this sharpened bone knife.
Oh yeah, Rana is also holding a pretty great bow.
It's gigantic. Go with Tonus next, Omega.
Yeah. Tonus Stark is a gnome, covered in like grease and such, riding a white robotic dog-like thing named Liger. I'm wearing half plate armor and carrying a large hammer. My little icon picture is pretty accurate besides the shield. Typically don't carry a shield. And yeah, I don't know what else to say.
You're small. You're a gnome.
Oh yeah, well I'm a gnome. Yeah, I'm a tiny man.
But he's built like a brick shithouse, right? If I remember correctly. All right.
Are gnomes related to dwarves?
They're similar. They're both
Familial.
small, scruffy.
Different evolutionary.
I will say this to Kenai in Giant.
Okay.
Because I know that he can speak Giant.
Ooh. Sounds like some out of character bullshit. No, just kidding. Okay. And then I guess Ambrose, go.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, sort of. Ambrose is a half elf. You can see that he is As opposed to Rana's very form-fitting and very covering outfit, Ambrose is playing very fast and loose with the definition of clothes. He's wearing these very loose, sort of toga-like black robes that just sort of hang on his very sort of thin frame. He's very, very pale for a half elf, and you can see he's got some very shiny green eyes underneath his blonde hair. He's also basically almost covered with tattoos from the neck down. He's got all these sorts of sort of wriggly, fancy, very eldritch, spooky runes and designs all over his body. And he's got a big, thick, potentially evil-looking book sort of strapped to his waist. It's like, maybe a little bit evil, but like, who knows, right? Like, what's the definition of evil and what? Who knows? It's a very gray line, very blurry. And then standing next to Ambrose is a dark elf that is very clad in sort of very fancy sort of hunter-y attire, like a big old cloak, lots of knives and little crossbows and stuff all over him. His name is Valus.
Like Callus.
Yep.
Uh,
Didn't even make that connection until now.
okay, next we'll go to Rowan. Chaos?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming in
So-
kind of faint on my end. That might be just me.
Mine. No, mine too.
Oh, weird. Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit.
Weird. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, Rowan is fairly tall. He's almost 7 foot. I guess in his armor, he's probably he's basically 7 feet tall. His skin is more blue than Rana's. It's like a sky blue. He doesn't appear to be human. His nose is fairly flat, kind of reptilian. His eyes are like a purplish color. He doesn't seem to have any hair. And his armor is made of bone.
Nice.
He similarly has a large book, sort of like strapped near his hips, and then he's got a bag over his back and a spear. The tip is also made of bone.
Floating next to the blue-skinned Rowan is a strange creature. It has a bunch of eyes throughout its head and torso, and these large scythe-like limbs that go up above it. It's so throughout this encounter, it's just floated near Rowan. Wherever he went, it just follows behind. It's soft, bobbing motion.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it's said and interacted with nothing and no one.
Huh.
And it is... Alright, and that brings us to the Goliath. Ri-Fi?
Yeah. When you look at the Goliath, he's towering at 7 feet, above 7 feet, close to 8. He's got a grayish, tough skin that looks from a distance as though it's made of stone. You can see markings across his chest and on his face that look like tattoos, but these are markings of the Goliath people. He's carrying a great axe and several other weapons, and not adorned by much armor, just leather and fur scraps. And yeah, his formal name, he'll say this to the group. I am Keothi Kenai Thunu Kalathi. And my people, we come from the northwest that has now been consumed by the undead threat. As the blight consumed our mountain range, we were forced east, and now my tribe roam the steppe near Dublin. Lately, I take odd jobs here and there, mostly protecting merchants like Warwick. I thank you for all of your help dealing with this threat.
Wait. The blight is where?
It's not something he would have remembered. It was something that forced his people out many generations ago.
Okay.
But I think he said northwest.
Okay. And now there are undead in the Northwest?
They forced my ancestors out of their home. There's a mountain range far to the northwest.
Well, that sucks. I'm sorry.
It's rough, buddy.
Okay.
A large stone lands in the dirt here and tumbles into the water of the Grecian River. It descended quite rapidly from the sky and
Yeah, we should go.
clearly came from the tower.
Yeah, we should go. To the tower!
Before we
All
do
right.
that, Omega, how much time do you think you have left? I know you said you weren't entirely sure about the 2 hour, like dipping out after an hour.
He wants me there at 3:30, so I should leave now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's...
Gotta get dressed and whatnot.
Yeah.
Remember to put on your makeup.
Eh.
Okay, at least do your hair.
I'm going to gather tokens next to each other so they are easy to copy paste. I'll leave Omega over there.
Omega, guard these people. Thank you.
Oh, he gone.
No, I know, but so we'll ask Tonus to maybe bring the tank around and guard. I don't know, guard the people.
Keep the engine running.
Yeah.
You guys have a tank?
You do have a tank.
Yes.
It's pretty lit.
I don't know if you'll fit inside.
It was built by dwarves for dwarves. To the north of the village, outside the fenced wall, you can see this massive, mostly metal, strange covered wagon looking thing. I say massive, it's at least 20 feet wide and 20 feet tall, and then 35, 40 feet long. On top of it, at the back, it has a catapult, and through some of the gaps you can see housed in the bottom portion of it is a ballista facing forward. But yeah, with the boulder from the catapult landing pretty near, turn back towards the tower and jog in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to take this opportunity to use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back, and then we'll go to the tower.
So will I.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
BRB.
Get some water.
All right, I'm returned. Let's see. Who? It's hard to like who's not here because then they won't say anything.
Right.
Rapha's here.
Hawkeye is here.
I saw Gus
Yeah.
here. Yeah. Okay. And
Pretty
Chaos.
sure Chaos is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaos didn't move.
All right. They turn to Tonist, the Tinkerer, and ask him to stay behind. Seemed like the militia, the guards that were with the merchants aren't that capable, mostly relying on Kenai for their protection. And as you jog forward towards the tower, the falcon on Kenai's shoulder gives a little mirthful chirp as you leave Liger behind.
Surebird's problem.
Oh, he hates machinery. But he'll get over it.
He's not gonna have. Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's not gonna like the tank, but he'll keep his distance.
Yeah. He's got wings. It's fine.
Yeah.
As you get closer, you can spot that part of the curtain wall surrounding the tower is destroyed. You can see rubble, stones, and larger portions of masonry just in this outline of where it used to be. Standing atop some of them is this skeleton, and that you could take a couple pot shots at from a distance if you'd like.
I definitely will.
Okay.
But are we within 600 feet?
Yes. Yeah,
Sweet.
you probably catch sight of this thing at about 300 feet out.
Does it hit?
That hits. Sorry. Yes. I apologize. Yeah. So that's that hits. All right.
That's a good roll.
Knocks the creature's head off. It's still standing there, as though it doesn't need a head.
Yeah. Dun-dun.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, and Wi-Fi, those dice effects that they're using, you can enable those and update them as you want. They're in the game settings cog wheel at the top right. So
cool. Thanks.
Oh yeah, you can do all sorts of fancy like dice customization.
Oh, that
this.
one's
It's pretty
cocked.
great.
The 2 was cocked.
Don't forget your 2d4 and 2d8 from Colossus Slayer.
1d8. It wasn't injured the first time.
Yes, but it is a critical.
Oh yeah.
All right, 2 strikes is all this one needed, as it falls to the ground. Minus on.
Are there any more on the walls?
Not that you can see. The walls are very thin. It doesn't look like there's actually a catwalk for them. They're just meant to keep things out and not meant for patrol.
What about on top of the tower?
You can see a couple skeletons up there. When the first skeleton is taken out by the arrows, they stand up straight, stop loading the catapult, and you watch them descend into the tower.
Oh, the catapult was on top of the tower?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Continue jogging forward. You can see the gates are open, and you get closer to this tower. The entrance to it is on the 2nd floor. There's a staircase leading up to it. Some windows and a balcony off of the 3rd floor. And I think we're just waiting for 2 people to load into the map.
I see nothing.
Oh.
Black screen.
Oh yeah. I forgot your character needs light. How about now?
I am
that's good now.
98%.
While we're on our way, Rana's gonna ring Doe's bell as well for tier 1. The flame sheath.
Alright. As you're jogging forward, Kenai watches flames just erupt around the half-elf Rana.
Oh dear.
After a bell rings.
Is your
reaction to seeing a woman immolate is, oh dear.
Not immolated, just now wreathed in flame.
That's not typical. Yeah.
First, a gorilla on flesh eating. I don't remember. Was it an elf or a man?
Man, yeah, half elf male.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now a combusting elf. What's with you guys?
Bro, you're gonna flip your lid once I start using spell slots.
Oh yeah, wait till you see Ambrose. Okay, so there's no undead out here, but there are a few in the tower. Only a few?
About for you.
Just about a few.
6.
6.
Yep.
Just 6. Okay, 6 undead in the tower, Rana says. Who wants to go in first?
Kenai can lead the way.
Kate.
I'm gonna leave Bird outside.
Okay. And just take to the skies.
Yes, above the tower.
Okay.
I don't even see. Is there a door here?
On the second floor.
Staircase.
So you move around to the side, you can see that the first floor wall here, Kenai, it's just been destroyed. And as you're walking towards it, this huge skeleton lumbers out with an axe in hand.
Another one
Excellent.
of those? Wait, have we seen this before?
It looks like a minotaur that's been skeletonized and reanimated.
Wait, was that a different game? Is that this game?
That was
I
this
think
game.
I've seen one of those before.
That was not this game. That was Avernus.
Oh, okay. Okay, I never...
In the vampire cave, there was a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay. Okay.
And we will roll initiative.
You know what?
No.
I don't need a 20 for initiative.
Wow.
How does Rana have such high initiative?
I roll at advantage.
He's a dirty cheater.
No, I took a feat. I took a feat. That's not cheating.
It's like ranger and elf shenanigans. She has like plus 14 to initiative
It's
and
not.
like plus 87 to hit
It's
with her bow.
Me first.
It's not. It's not.
It's kind of funny because a lot of things can happen on initiative count 20, and she's often above that. So it's like she doesn't get to know until her turn's over. Rana's turn.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot it.
Will hit.
Whoa. Oh. That's a good roll.
Yep.
Okay.
The arrow flies out from the bow, and it doesn't have a lot of innards. It scrapes through its ribcage, gouging bits of bone. But yeah, just not quite as effective as normal.
Can I swap to... Oh, do I have that still? Can I swap to my Dragon Fang bow?
Yep. Dropping the great bow, you pull out the black dragon fang bow.
Okay, and let's do... oh, hey, I still have that sharpshooter.
That will hit.
Okay.
It's not even trying to move out of the way. It just stands there and takes the hits.
Huh. I don't like that.
It's not smart and it has no dex. All right.
Oh, I figured it was guarding something.
Could be
That
both.
brings us to Valis, who would have been with Ambrose. You pull him. Pulls out this hand crossbow and fires it at the skeleton. hits, and the skeleton creates this electric effect that courses through the skeleton's bones, but doesn't seem to do too much beyond its electric damage. And I gotta kill off some of these NPCs. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Bruh.
That's a joke. Gaz moves forward and uses their own bones against them. No, whips the whip out at him. Striking the one time. Oh, what initiative is this? 20, okay. Okay, so after he does that, on initiative count 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a little bit of foreshadowing.
Sometimes foreshadowing is obvious.
The skeleton that Rana had loosed a couple arrows at earlier, the one that died on in the wall, its bones begin to elongate and get bigger, larger as it changes shape. You can hear from above, from the third floor, a sort of chanting. There's this, and on the map you'll see it as a darkened token, showing that he's on a different level of the tower. This caped figure is looking down at the skeleton that was felled. It's got a crown upon its head, and as the creature elongates, it becomes the humblest of God's creatures, a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Wait, an undead Tyrannosaurus Rex, or just
It is an undead Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's correct.
Oh snap.
The skeletons, they do travel in herds.
Oh boy.
Shit, okay.
Looks down at Rana and tries to give her just the loveliest of bites.
Yep.
Oh,
Wait.
Pull out a rogue flare and run away in heels.
I've still got my reaction. I'm going to impose disadvantage with the warding flare from Mie's spell. Well, okay, if the attacker can't be blinded, or sorry, an attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this feature. So, would Rana know if this would work or not?
Roll a religion check for me.
Religion.
If it's a standard undead that's been raised, like a skeleton or a zombie, it'd probably work. You're not sure what this T-Rex is,
Okay.
other than it's undead.
Okay, well, I'll still try.
Okay. It clamps down on Rana, dealing 35 piercing damage.
Did it look like it reacted to the?
Oh yeah, it blinked away, but
Okay, but it still hit me. I mean, it's pretty big. Did you say
got a big mouth.
So 34.
As it clamps down, it grapples her, and that's restrained. Which one's grappled? Is there a grappled? That's what we'll use.
I don't know if there's a grapple. Yeah.
It looks like it's trying to pick her up and like it's gonna rock its head back and swallow her if it gets the chance. And then it turns and swings its tail at Ambrose there.
Rude.
The attacking at a 15.
That will hit.
Okay. The bony tail smashes into Ambrose for 19 bludgeoning.
Ow.
Alright, and then it is Kenai's turn.
All right. Kenai sees that the Minotaur is badly injured. Is that known, I guess?
Yep. Yeah. Any those tags, that's what your character understands about the wounds that it sees on creatures. So
Cool. All right.
this can be represented in a number of ways. So like for this guy, he's got a couple of his rib bones broken out and gouges on his scores like on his arms.
All right. Kenai reacts to the undead T-Rex hurting his new companions. Enters a rage with another guttural roar. Click this. And he does see that the Minotaur is badly hurt, so he takes out the heart spear.
Okay.
And throws it at the Minotaur.
Ooh. Okay.
What do I click attack, right?
Yes.
All right. And normal.
That definitely hits.
Great.
Because yeah, throwing it, so damage.
I have two options. It seems like damage and versatile.
The versatile is when you're using it two-handed. I don't really think it's reasonable to throw a spear two-handed.
No.
Feels weird.
Can I also
trying to
use
Do it in
some of
real
these
life.
projectiles as melee weapons? Out of
Yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah, you can use
Okay.
the heart spear as a melee.
Okay. Same with like the hammer that I have and maybe the
Yes.
javelin. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Good to know. But I will click that damage button. Normal. Hopefully that just kills him off.
Yep. So it
Ooh,
smashes
angry.
into the creature. It doesn't down it. It's pretty hardy.
All right. Well, I am going to leap towards the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Far can I move? 1 second.
40 feet. So you can get there pretty easily. If you're using that pounce ability, then you can get 20. I think that's a part of your bonus action. You rage and move.
Yep. I'm going to position myself here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm getting used to this tool.
It's all good.
I
Take
can-
your time.
Yeah. Let me help out. I'll show you where.
Yep. I just want to move there. So go there.
Okay.
Now he should be flanked.
So your new
oh.
companions have a hand crossbow, a bow, and their hands, none of which provide flanking
Oh,
for
great.
Kenai. Which is a good thing to learn, but
yeah. I should have thought about that first.
no,
Can
no,
I
it
change my movement?
happens all the time.
Yep.
Can I change my movement?
Yeah, sure. That's
Okay.
fine.
I'm going to move to here then, so
Okay.
I can potentially do something to protect these people. And then with my second attack, I will take out Splitter and swing it at the T-Rex.
Okay. All right. The T-Rex, being just a big mass of flesh and bone, not really armored, doesn't have a high AC, and that strikes it pretty easily.
Lovely.
God, I love that picture. Although it does look like it's getting hit by a skybeam.
It does.
Yeah.
It does look like it's getting hit by a big blue laser.
Thor? That you?
All right. Yeah, you strike it with what you feel was a pretty forceful blow, but doesn't seem to do too much to it in terms of its overall vitality. Just a small part of its health.
Can you tell me what size this T-Rex is?
Yep. So 3x3 is huge.
Okay. Good to know. Can't use my feature then.
Brings us to Rowan.
So speaking of sky beams, disintegrate.
Segue.
Rowan points out at the creature, and green beam shoots from his hand at the undead T-Rex.
A
Can I get
green
dex
beam.
save from it? Yep, a green beam.
Oh, beam with an M.
Beam.
Not an N.
Yeah. I'm
Ooh,
firing my laser.
looks like it needed a nat 20, and it did not get it. Oh,
Look at all those ones. He rolled 3 ones.
Jeez.
It's true.
yeah. But the good part of that spell is that plus 40.
Yeah, the plus 40 helps a lot.
Yes.
All right, this green beam hits the T-Rex on its side. A lot of it was missing already. Flesh, lots of wounds and openings up in its body, but now a lot more is missing.
Oh wow,
Oh.
every die that wasn't a 1 was above average, so that was pretty good actually.
I deleted it, but we all knew it was 77. Does Rowan move?
Uh, let's see. Yeah, he will get a little bit closer. Wants to be able to see Rana. Let's see.
Rana is in the
Rana.
thing's mouth.
Yeah. Still want to be a little bit closer for the sake of features and whatnot. All right.
Brings us to Ambrose.
But to say, out of curiosity, so the thing's trying to eat Rana. It is a zombie T-Rex that's sort of decayed.
Yeah, so if she
Is
goes
it
in there, is she gonna be able to just like find a hole to fall out of?
I was about to say, is it going to be like Barbossa drinking the rum in Pirates of the Caribbean? It's just going to fall through.
Maybe. Unclear.
Okay, anyway.
It depends on whether it swallows whole.
Oh no.
Oh, I did not consider that. Out of curiosity, how far away is this guy?
So each floor is approximately 12 feet. It's on the 3rd floor, so about 25 feet in the air is where his feet start.
Okay. He's like in the tower though. He's not like hovering above us.
Yeah, so the one thing I dislike about the map system is that the tokens cover this says there's a balcony there.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so there's a balcony that overhangs and looks out, and he's standing on that balcony.
Okay. So, from where Ambrose is standing right here, he's 25 feet away?
Yes, correct.
Pythagorean theorem and such?
Nope, don't use Pythagorean's theorem in 5th edition. This is a non-Euclidean world.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay, and let me... Should have done this earlier, but a couple measurements. Okay. We leveled up, by the way. We should be 14th level at this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, baby. So,
I feel like Jeff is gearing up
Ambrose...
for something.
I've been gearing up for something. See Ambrose sort of step in the middle of all of the ruckus happening, and he raises both of his arms, and there's sort of a swirling, misty energy surrounds him as his tattoos start to glow green. And suddenly, from where Ambrose is standing, a hole in the fabric of time and space rips open, and you see just dozens of tentacles lash out from it, and they all strike they just, in a massive barrage, strike the T-Rex, the big ol' skeleton, and the dude on the balcony. I am using my feat, Unleash the Depths, which might work? Okay, so everything give me a dexterity saving throw.
They aren't good at those. These are undead things. Are you trying to? No, he failed. Yep. And, I can't do it from his shadow token. That's fun.
Oh, the dice don't work in the Shadow Realm, unfortunate.
Ooh, he barely misses. Yeah.
And hopefully I set up the damage right. Yeah. So they all take It says cold, but in the spell thing I can choose, I'm going to switch that to lightning damage.
Okay.
And all of the ones that failed, which is all of them, after the tentacle barrage, they are knocked prone, and then the tentacles disappear.
Well, see about that. Okay, so
What?
31. 31. Oh, okay. So the cold tentacles slap against these creatures, pummeling them quite a bit. Surprisingly, both are still up and swinging. And the guy on the balcony does not look pleased. Stares down at Ambrose with fury, points at him with one of his bony hands, and calls out some strange guttural sound. Doesn't sound intelligible to those that can just understand stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, I was about to ask.
the Minotaur skeleton moves past Gaz, completely ignoring him, focusing on Ambrose, and swings his axe down on him.
Oh nope, I can't do anything about that.
Hitting on a 14.
Just barely hits, yep.
Okay. Dealing 14 points of slashing damage. Door on the second level opens up, and these fleshy. Oh, that was weird. Where'd he go? Apparently that's I found the other way to get to the Shadow Realm. These creatures come running down the stairs and throw themselves at Ambrose.
Oh, rude.
Hitting on a 20, which, since that 14 hits, I think that pretty good clue that the 20 does, for 11 points of slashing.
Ambrose, level 14, still only has 13 armor class.
And a 7, so 7 misses. So
11 damage from the other claws.
yes. And that brings us to Rana's go.
Alright, well, I don't feel like I can do much while I'm grappled. What exactly can I do while I'm grappled?
You can attack. You can try to get out of the grapple using one of your attacks as part of that attack action. If you fail, of course, you can try with the other one. Um, all that really happens is that your move speed is 0.
Okay. Wait a minute. I'm technically not adjacent to this thing, so can I still shoot it with my bow at like at normal?
Yeah.
Even though I'm in its mouth?
Look, I don't make the rules.
Okay.
Hey, Legolas does a lot.
I mean, we'll take
That's
it.
true. Like I'll take it if I
swinging around an Oliphant.
Then I will. Oh, not with the great bow. Sorry, I forgot. That's my great bow now. With the acid, the dragon fang bow, sharpshooter.
Great bow's on the ground right now.
Yes. Oh, you deleted the wrong one.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay. Oh shit. I don't have a damage. Oh, I do have a damage button.
The rest of its flesh melts away in this gooey mess. Probably a tooth comes out with Rana as it falls to the ground.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Going to
That wasn't right.
run over. Wait, do I have enough movement to get there? I'm gonna go here. Oops. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
All right.
He's the one on the balcony.
Oh, can Rana grab her great bow as she's dashing towards
Yeah.
Rowan? Okay. But I'm still gonna shoot this guy. She'll drop it again, and then still shoot that guy with her dragon fang.
Okay. Looking up at him, he's in plate, and yeah, otherwise a pretty skeletal figure himself, glowing red eyes, and has that strange crown of. Even though he's made of bone, the crown itself is also made of bone.
Okay. So then I will not use sharpshooter.
The arrow pings off of the plate and deflects mostly away.
Yeah. And then with my bonus action, I will cast Healing Spirit. Let's do it at... Let's do it at 3rd level. On me, please. 3rd level cast.
All right.
Do I get that healing now, or do I have to wait?
So it's on the first time that you enter the same square. So you would get it now.
Okay. Cool.
This spectral panther appears where Rana is. Gives her some healing nuzzles.
That's cute.
Even though it's spectral, it seems to have reddish tinge to its fur as well. Alice aims his hand crossbow at the ghouls and gives them a bolt each. I'll deal with the... Okay, so both hit, and then we'll move to, of course, the other. All right, and then the Gaz will swing at the large one. Why? Why do you hate me? All right, there we go. Ugh. Gaz, why do you hate yourself? All right, so Gaz hits once, which probably does it. Yep. Gaz takes out the big Minotaur skeleton, which I will just move off of the map so it's easier to see what's going on. And then Valis had struck each of the ghouls. And then it is the plate-mailed creature on the balcony. Looking down, he... Okay. Yep, looking down at what's going on, he points his finger at Ambrose there. This necromantic energy fills up his body. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw as you feel the life force being stripped away.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh, that's not ideal. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use my. Can I use inspiration on that now that I've rolled?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use inspiration on that.
Speaking of inspiration, Ri-Fi, you have inspiration. If you didn't use it, like if you don't remember, that's you can use it with a D20 roll, like an attack or a saving throw, and basically take the better. It's like giving yourself advantage. You can use it whenever. You can only have one inspiration at a time. And I'm trying to be better about rewarding it. So, yeah. Can't stockpile them either.
So I just roll again, right?
Yep. Hey, look at that.
Hey, better.
Half as much. Okay, so with this horrifying necromantic energy sapping away. Feel your body just sort of rot from the inside out, ooze seeping out of your pores, taking 34 points of necrotic damage. Sorry, 33.
33.
Half rounded down. Yep.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh
Just keeping
man.
track at home, Ambrose is at 3 HP.
Oh my god. Uh. Hey, Alizon, if there's anything I can do,
Well, it's your go, so let's see what.
whisper in my ear. All right. Kenai needs to
You've
move
got a
closer.
fun magic item that would let you get up to that guy if you want to.
Oh, get up high.
Yeah, those boots.
Yep.
You want to
Well,
go after the armored one.
Ambrose. Well, Kenai is looking at the scene, and he realizes that Ambrose is not going to be able to break away from these ghouls.
I'll be fine.
Okay, if you'll be fine,
Don't worry about it.
then I will use the boots to leap up to the 3rd floor. Let's see.
The
So,
vaulting boots of whatever the name was.
look, I don't
Valor.
need you telling me where the boots come from, right? So he looks to be stepping on air as he runs up towards the balcony. I'm gonna move you upwards on the map, so you're going to be on a different area. So
Okay.
just be aware of that. I don't know if I aimed correctly. Oh,
Okay.
one off.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Before he jumps up, he looks at Rana and says, "Nice kill," about the T-Rex, and also nods over to the weird guy that eats things and doesn't really know how to talk to somebody like that with their mouth covered. So, you too. And then he jumps up. It's very complimentary. Kenai is.
I do appreciate it.
Now that I'm up here, does that count as an action, or
So
is that a?
that was part of your move.
Oh,
You
my
had
movement.
you had the movement to get there.
Great. Okay. So then, let's see. What does Kenai do from here? He pulls out Splitter. Does an attack.
Oh yeah. So watch. So as the axe descends on this guy, he holds up a hand, and this magical shimmering force interposed itself between you and him. But the axe just smashes right through, and
Yes.
hits him
Nice.
anyways.
Love to see it.
Oh, he's still gonna have
Okay.
the extra AC by the time it's my turn, though.
I have one more attack.
Yep.
Just take a quick look here. 1 second, guys.
Because of its damage output, it's the average of the heart spear is higher against undead than Splitter is. Just FYI. As long as you're using it in two hands.
Yep, using it in 2 hands. We're gonna use it again.
Okay. Pretty sure, right? 3d8. Yeah. All right. Yep. That will also hit. He's very surprised. That. All right. And is that it for Kenai?
Yeah, that'll end this turn.
Okay. Rowan's go.
All right. Let's see. Sorry, my page is being slightly laggy. You can do it. Okay. llama again. Alright. So seems the ghoul's still by Ambrose. Roan is going to not very injured.
Oops, shouldn't have.
Actually, most people are kind of injured. So
Rana did just cast her healing panther. Just
yeah,
okay.
but that can't heal a lot of people at once. So Rowan will extend his hands to the sky, and a small cloud will appear above us, and will start raining blood. And Rowan will cast Blood Rain.
All right.
Oh no, it wants to place a template. I should have told it no. Whatever.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, my screen froze.
oh
That's a lot of
no!
rain.
Yeah. It's real quick. Let me.
All right. 100-foot radius.
Shit.
Rain begins to pour down on the area. As it hits Ambrose's skin, it seeps into his body. You heal 5 points of health. Start of your turn, and it is Ambrose's go.
All right. Yeah, with first and foremost, with the quick flask that I have, I'm going to use my bonus action to slurp down a potion of superior healing.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. And chug that. Oh, that helps. That helps so much.
It helps so much.
I'm now badly injured.
Don't forget you can get a free spell slot. Free.
No, don't do that.
I don't know. I'm only at 2 out of 3 spell slots, Rana. I could use a third.
33% down is rough.
And then, so I can use the Eldritch Spear just like a spear, right? I don't need to do the spell thing on it.
Yeah, you could.
Right.
I mean, it's D6 base damage, or if you use two-handed D8.
Yeah, sure. Does for the first time in Kings of War history, Ambrose is going to attack with a melee weapon, and I'm going to try and poke this guy.
What? Oh right, the spear.
Yeah,
Nice.
since
I was like,
as
excuse
soon
me?
Yeah, I can give him a good poke. And then I think versatile damage, because since I don't really need to hold anything to.
It will be versatile, but first let's see if it hits with your attack.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So the damage is versatile.
Yep. Yeah, that strikes the creature. Again.
Oh, does it scale with my charisma?
No.
Oh.
But
Where's
it
that +5 coming from?
I don't know. Shouldn't be
Okay.
+5. That is strange.
I don't know.
Why is it
Not
default? Makes sense. It should be strength. It still hits, but it should be, yeah. I'm adjusting
Right,
it.
yeah. Versatile. 6 points of damage.
All right. Which was it? This guy?
Yeah, the one right in front of me.
All right. 6 damage. He takes it and looks down at the spear and looks back up at Ambrose and says, no, I'm not going to try for anything clever. Is that it? And then it is their go. Oh, unless you want to move
Fault on my
away.
spells are necrotic damage.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I know I'm gonna take opportunities, but Ambrose is gonna run away real quick.
Okay. All right. Yeah, as you move away, they try to bite you.
If this on try, hopefully. 15 minutes. That'll hit.
6 piercing damage, and
Okay.
hey, wait a second. He did just as much as you did.
Dude, we just traded. It's fine.
Yeah. The other one will claw. Thing, no damage because it missed.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's their go, and we go towards the Valis and Gaz, striking out at them, and then we're just gonna. I'll do that in the background while Rana goes.
Okay. 2d6 healing for me. So +9, and then my bonus action, I will move.
You also gain 5 from the rain.
Oh yes, thank you.
Gaz.
Oh no. I'll move the healing spirit to Ambrose on my bonus action, and then he has to wait till his turn to get that healing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then Rana will shoot at this one.
Right.
Where? I'm sorry, I keep having to go back to find my dragon fang. Oof. Let's try that again. No, what? Okay, that's better.
All right. Yep. So first shot, just straight into the dirt. Probably weren't used to using the dragon fang bow after such a great bow.
Right.
Black one splashes into the creature, covering it in acid.
Okay. There you go. And then, oh, no D4, but the D8. Yes.
All right.
That is my turn.
Okay. Valis is not a fan of ghouls being next to him, and fires at the one next to him because he's not a fan.
Actually, I'm gonna move just a bit closer. Oh. There.
Okay.
Oh, he's still 40. Oh well.
Board started lagging on me again. Keeps freezing every like few things I do. So
That's no fun.
apologies as it for some of the slowness. But Gaz strikes the ghoul in front of him, and then it is the guy on the balcony's turn. Looking at Kenai next to him, it's not a. See what he can do. Okay. So looking at the barbarian next to him at this Goliath, he decides he probably doesn't need to be out on the balcony in view of the others. Steps into the keep.
Oh,
He's still next to Kenai, so he doesn't provoke an opportunity attack. His eye, his red pinpricks of eyes blacken, they darken, and they, come this just ebony void, looking at him, almost like you're seeing into that same inky void that Ambrose opened up earlier. Need a wisdom saving throw from Kenai.
Oh no, I know what that is. That ain't good.
Saving throw, yes.
Yep, so,
Normal?
to do a saving throw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. It's at normal, right? Not advantage or disadvantage?
I believe it's at normal. They don't get anything special for raging, do they?
No, not for wisdom, just strength, I think.
Okay. Yep.
All right, let's do that.
All right. So that's a save.
Yes.
All right, so whatever
I knew it.
power he had was
I knew it.
trying to put Kenai to sleep, but apparently his eyes were too keen. And he resisted. And now it is Kenai's turn.
Too keen to be bitten.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. Kenai shakes off a little bit of sleepiness, but alert once again. Faces toward this creature.
And looking at it, his eyes had once red became black, and they're still black as the inside of a coffin on a moonless night.
Oh, it's pretty frightening. Well, Kino will continue to use Splitter. He raises it high in the air, swings it down at an angle.
Okay.
Oof.
All right. Looking at this creature, swinging a little too high, it clips the door frame and just sort of sidesteps it as it comes down the rest of the way.
Not great. Not great. Recovering quickly, Kenai does a pivot and takes another swing.
Yeah.
He raises his hand once more, and you see that same magical shield shimmer before him, and just as before, it's too heavy a hit. Kenai slashes through anyways.
Great. That's good. All right. Okay, damage.
It's 3 for rage.
I also. Can you tell me what prone would do to this guy's next attacks? Does that put them at a disadvantage?
No, but your attacks will be, if he's prone, your attacks are at advantage.
Okay. Then I'm gonna save that ability. I don't think there's anything else I can do as a bonus action here. Well, I could, but nothing that I would want to do. I think I'm in good shape up here, so we'll end my turn.
Before we end, and maybe I should have brought this up earlier, but this guy he does have a bone staff, but he's been using spells, so he's probably not making attacks. If you want to use an ability to do a crit, that might be useful, since it doesn't look like anything is nearby that could attack Kenai in return.
Okay. Is
You
it
don't
too
have
late
to,
to
just
do
saying.
a crit or like with a bonus action?
That one's a free action if you want to use it.
Okay. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but yes, I will take it.
That's mountain brutality that you have.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's your reaction. So you would have to use your reaction. So you wouldn't be able to do like an opportunity attack if something triggers it, but could be useful.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, but I'll go ahead and end my turn.
Okay. It is Rowan's go.
Right. Still got these check wads out. Seeing that this one appears to be more injured, Rowan will attempt to mind sliver it. Ah. Not great damage.
All right. What's that parable quote in The Wizard of Oz?
Because of all the wonderful things he does.
Okay, so Rowan throws out the mind sliver at this ghoul, and it turns to him, and it says, "The sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle," that's the quote, "is equal to the square root of the remaining side," and then it takes 9 damage.
Uh,
I'm doing +5 healing too, right? The rain's hitting me up here.
Oh yes, so the rain, soaks into Kenai's skin and heal for 5.
Thank you.
Good catch. Is that Rowan's? You doing anything else?
He'll scoot over there.
Okay. And then it is Ambrose.
Okay.
Ambrose gets healing. The panther's still over here, but it should be on Ambrose. So I'm gonna roll 2d6 of healing for.
Okay. So Ambrose heals 7 from the panther and 5 from the blood.
Now only injured.
Oh, I get.
Oy. Okay.
See if I can fix that.
No, don't. No, what?
Is that a threat? I like that.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. All right. Ambrose is gonna move over here real quick, and this fella that's a bit closer to death, I'm gonna start firing off some Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
And boop. Wow.
Yeah. Droplets of blood get scattered by this Eldritch Blast, but not much else.
All right. Another one.
That
That's a bit
definitely
better.
hits.
All right.
Okay. Blast
And
hits it
damage.
square in the chest, and do you want to push or pull it?
Yeah, push it.
Okay. Pushes into that bottom floor there.
This moves a little bit closer, and he fires off his last Eldritch Blast at it.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Yo.
Critical hit.
This purplish beam streaks out and just takes the creature's, strikes it like in the shoulder and rips through its torso.
Will be dead.
Go.
Grabs its arm and tries to push it back together before falling on the ground. Alright. Guess one good paralyzation deserves another, and the ghoul next to Valis tries to claw at him. But misses, because it's a ghoul and Valis is Valis. That brings us back up to Rana. An 11 will not hit Valis. That's what I
Right.
meant.
So might as well. Rana will move here. Ooh, now mine. Yeah. Okay, and then another 5, so that's 13 healing.
Mhm.
I will use my bonus action to move the panther over to Ambrose again, and then shoot this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That will hit.
Okay, one more.
Alright. That also hits. And takes him out.
And then. Okay.
Alright, both arrows strike the creature and pin it to the floor. He's dead.
Okay. Everything is dead down here now, right?
Correct.
Then Rana will
Allegedly.
use the rest of her movement and run towards the keep. I'm done.
Okay, froze on me again. Okay, there we go. Alice looks up towards the balcony and doesn't see the creature that Kenai is fighting. Can't quite get the right angle with that overhang. Let's see, 1, 2. What is his speed? Second.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Rana trips him as he goes. No, I'm just kidding.
7. Is that his is that her opportunity attack?
No, totally kidding.
Okay. So Kenai can hear some sort of movement over here on the other side of that wall. Oh, there's some weird visual angles, aren't there?
I've got some weird sight lines right now because of this doorway, I think. But
Door open? That door's open though. That's so strange. I wonder what's happening.
yeah.
Oh, let me see. Gross. What? Okay. I can't do anything about that right now. So
No worries.
I hate that with a passion. Okay. Yep, Gaz moves closer to Rana and he says something like, "All right, so they're all dead. We can go."
Who's this guy?
Can I respond or do I have to wait?
You can respond.
She points up to the keep and says, "There's probably one still alive upstairs. The spellcaster."
Mm.
Well,
And the bone creature with the crown looks once more on Kenai. Kenai needs to make another wisdom saving throw.
mm-hmm.
All right. Wisdom save. Ooh.
Oh, plenty good. And it is... Oh gosh, Forge, why are you sucky right now?
Me in my 17th century blacksmithing shop.
Maybe.
Was that the end of his turn?
And yeah, Wi-Fi, this
Yes, it will be.
Okay.
Okay, Kenai's go.
site works very well when it does work, but there are some days where it just doesn't want to cooperate.
Oh, I know why you have weird sidelines. Let there be light.
Thank you. Aha. More. Oh, that's not.
Yep, bursting
That's,
through the door behind this skeletal man, you watch as Valis somehow made his way up from the first floor, running up the tower. And
Yeah.
he comes out there. He would have attacked, but sadly he had to stop and pick a lock.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
What?
What?
It's so fast.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's
He stuck
alright.
out his arms behind him like Naruto for extra speed.
There you go.
Okay. Kenai will take another swing with his axe. Hoping to finish off this guy once and for all. Ooh, maybe. A 13.
13 does not hit. Got that plate armor, and he hasn't really been trying to dodge. He's just letting his armor take the blows, and every once in a while trying for a spell that has failed spectacularly so far. But this time, yeah, just glances off the plate.
Unfortunate. These swings are not landing. We'll do it again.
Ooh. So this time, once more, he holds up his hand, and it that magical shield. Oh, that's not a shield. That was a magic missile. There it is. Comes up and holds this time, bracing against the axe. So that's gonna miss. But you again just as a reminder, you do have that other ability. If you
Okay.
want to turn that into a hit.
Oh, okay. Mountain brutality.
So that now is a crit.
Okay. So I'll damage with crit,
Oh.
please.
All right. Axe slams through. He started to smirk with his shield, but quickly lost it, and his maintains concentration on his spell.
Mm.
Oh God, okay? And that brings us to Rowan.
All right, well, Rowan can't see what's going on up there, so Rowan will try to head upstairs.
Okay.
See how far. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Okay.
Dash.
Oh, that's weird. You didn't go to where you were supposed to go.
I did not go anywhere. That's
Is
correct.
that why it didn't work earlier?
Oh,
Out. That be the inn? Here, let me just move you on the map.
okay.
Oh, let there be light, probably.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. So, sorry. You're over to the right. Oh, that guy is not there. Don't worry about him.
okay.
All right. Yep. Getting up to that level, you can see staircase leading upwards to the left there. Yep.
Okay.
Don't know how much move you have.
3 more.
Okay. Yeah.
That also didn't move me.
Why? See, this is why you're supposed to test stuff. Okay. You're up at the top left area, and that will bring us to Ambrose. Who
Okay.
heals 2d6 from Rana,
Oh, I'll roll it.
Well, appreciate it.
so 11 total with the
No,
blood
I
drain.
gotta re-roll one of them. So,
So
16
more,
total. Wait, no.
Ooh.
17.
Well, 5 plus 6 is 11.
Oh, right. Sorry, 16. You're right. Oh, I wonder if that's the problem. Probably not.
All right. How far off the ground is this balcony?
It's about 25 feet.
Oh, damn. How tall is this little well over here?
It's 3 feet.
Okay.
Little. That's real little.
Oh, it's also 2. All right, Ambrose.
Oh, do you have Misty Step or something?
I have a Warlock invocation where I can cast Levitate on myself, but Levitate is only 20 feet.
Oh. Can you levitate up 20 feet and then climb the rest?
Maybe? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Ambrose is going to move over to about here, then use exactly what it's called. The invocation Ascendant Step. Cast Levitate, and then I'm going to float up 20 feet. So I'm can just like from the bottom of the balcony, you can see him like sort of peeking through the bars.
Yeah. So if you scroll up on the map, you should be in the proper level. Fortunately, part of the wall is collapsed, and you can see the guy there.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I think I can still cast spells while levitating. Right?
Yeah, you should be able to. What was the action to use it though?
Oh, that's true. That would be an action. Because I can cast levitate specifically on myself at will. It doesn't use a spell slot, but I think it does use an
But
action.
yeah, levitate is an action. Okay.
However,
So
I think I still have my bonus action, right?
you sure do.
Ooh. With my double check that it is actually a bonus action. Yep. With my bonus action, I'm going to use Return from the Void. And about like right here, little rip in space and time opens up, and I summon Bone Claw.
All right.
Oh, mic check. Okay.
Yep. Wow.
Okay, so this creature crawls out of the void. It has these two enormous clawed hands. The claws themselves are easily 2 feet long. Along its spine are these protruding bones that end in sharpened points as well. Its head is ringed with these teeth-like or fang protrusions that make a crown around its skull, and it looks like it should be undead, but certainly anything Kenai's ever seen or heard about. Yeah, and it begins to just tear into the creature next to it. If Forge will let me anyways. So it claws at him with these enormous clawed hands, and then the last thing it does is a previously unseen tentacle streaks out from around its waist. It was kind of tucked around it, and whips out towards the creature as well. Tentacle misses, but the claws tear into it pretty heavily. And its motion is real quick and frenetic as Kenai looks at it, and Ambrose and maybe even Rowan. Yeah, Rowan. So you all look at it, it's like its form is sort of smeared in reality. Like you can't quite focus on it. It's like one of those weird pictures that mess with your head as you're looking at it. You just can't quite get a bead on where exactly it is. That brings us to Rana.
His name is Jeff, by the way.
I thought the centipede was Jeff.
No, the centipede was Jeremy.
Oh, okay. One,
My name's Jeff.
2, 3.
Excellent.
Did not move me.
Or I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
So that was 4.
Where's the 4, 5, 6, 1 bonus action. 1. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, what?
Oh, you went back down the stairs.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Why do the downstairs work?
I misinterpreted the.
Okay, so you came out there when you went up the stairs,
Okay.
and so
I can get here.
you said you were bonus action dashing,
Yeah.
and that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. You have 4 more squares.
4 more?
Yeah.
5.
I was probably counting diagonals that you didn't.
Oh, probably. All right. Well, okay. Oh God. So this is the thing, the creepy,
Yeah,
aberrant, and undead thing.
It's not
Has a
undead.
name.
He has a name.
Jeff.
Ambrose. So I can still attack him. Ha!
Yeah.
He's got plate though, so I'm gonna use regular.
Rana gets to the room, finally sees just this horrible, aberrant, undead thing, and looks over, and Ambrose is just barely floating.
just
by the
see his
balcony with
eyes.
the
Yeah.
biggest grin.
Okay, maybe the 21.
Okay. It's not even looking, but its shield is still up, and it
Yeah.
deflects the arrow off into the ground.
Yeah. Okay. And I used my bonus action to get up here, and so that is my turn.
I may have just accidentally closed that door. Once Forge starts responding again. There we go. Okay. Valis pulls out the lightning cross and fires at the undead once more. That's not going to stop it with shield. 1, 2. Okay, and let's see, con save. Ooh, the electricity from the bolts courses through the creature and it stops moving for a moment as it's paralyzed, stuck in place. Which brings us to Gaz, who is still on the bottom floor, and you can hear movement below. Not sure what he's up to, but he's down there somewhere.
It's looking into that well, looking for some creatures to eat.
Maybe.
He's probably taking apart the Minotaur skull. Digging
He's
into
got bigger fish.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Yeah,
The
after
T-Rex.
Out of curiosity, does the T-Rex magically turn back into a skeleton after it's dead, or is it still just like a T-Rex outside?
Still a T-Rex outside, yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
Why is that no longer? Oh gosh, this map's all messed up with some of the stuff. Okay, so that brings us to Kenai as the figure is still paralyzed. It can't.
Okay.
Swing away.
Foul Skelebro, your time has come.
Foul Skelebro.
Splitter, do your worst. Please
Because
hit.
he's paralyzed, you're actually gonna attack at advantage.
Okay, can I just keep the 27?
Well, you might crit, so I would roll again.
Okay.
Attacking at advantage means you will at least get the 27. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't crit, but it's still a hit. It
Great.
is paralyzed, which probably means that he can't. No reactions. So he's been casting that shield spell every round, but not so much this time. Now, you know what? You don't even need to worry about getting a crit. He's paralyzed. It's auto crit.
Auto
So
crit.
let's go ahead and
Uh-oh.
roll. Add 3d12 and 1d8.
Okay. How do I do that? Command/roll?
Yep. So there's two ways. There's probably a couple ways. So /r space 3d12 plus 1d8.
1d8.
Another way you can do it is that. Yep.
Nice.
Another way you could do it is there's this toolbar at the bottom right that has silhouettes of different dice, and you can click those in, and they'll start adding to the type that you want to do.
Okay, sweet. Thanks.
All right. So paralyzed, unable to defend itself. Looks like Kenai swings down once more, using Splitter, and true to form, tears this creature in half from its shoulder to its hip. It falls apart, unmoving. Its eyes blink a couple times as it stares up at Kenai. Its red eyes continue to burn.
Uh-oh. Still living, huh? All right. Are still unliving.
Yeah. Presume that Rowan was. Oh, that's right. You do have a second attack.
I do, yeah.
Go ahead.
I will attack with advantage this time, yes?
Oh yeah. Advantage every time.
All right.
That hits and is also a critical.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah, baby.
you smash the creature or the axe down into the creature's skull, also splitting that, and now its skull is in two pieces, rolling, sort of rocking along the wood. One of its eyes blink out.
Okay. Thank you, foul beast.
Only one?
Presume we're out of or we're out of initiative. Presume Rowan was gonna walk into that room.
Yeah.
Okay. As Rowan does so, see the pinprick of the eye that's still remaining, look in that direction, and then fade out to nothingness.
Of which eye?
So the creature's skull was split in half. One of the eyes was still a red pinprick and
Oh, okay.
seemingly aware.
Hmm.
Until it saw Rowan?
Maybe it was a coincidence, but it happened after Rowan entered the room.
Huh.
Unusual.
Rana detects no undead. Oh, sorry, there's actually two more. But for the sake of the narrative, they are just skeletons. The ones that were reloading the catapults pretty easily dealt with.
Okay. Yeah. She'll point them out. We'll go take care of them.
They
Um,
don't loading the catapult. They didn't even have weapons, so the best I can do is sort of feebly slap away and just tear through them.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Why are there undead here? So Rana will go up to this guy and like search the body, I guess, and see if there's anything, any symbol that she can see that might link him with either of the undead controllers that we've been tangling with.
Okay.
Like either the
Rowan,
vampire or the
this
or
close.
Ymera.
Yeah, this close, and now that you get a better look at the creature, you can recognize that he is the one that addressed the group out north of Three Rivers, just that in the Undead Horde, the one that said that they'd stay and made the deal to leave Three Rivers alone.
Oh, okay.
How long does Blood Rain last, Preston? Okay, yes.
An hour.
Okay. Ambrose can be at full health.
Question I hope I'll never have to ask myself.
Okay, so one of Ymira's goons. Why was it still here? The rest of the undead army, like, left, right?
Or was uh, crushed under the mighty attack of your group, yeah.
We defeated some of them, but, like, definitely
He
not
had
all of them.
this one wasn't I mean the one at a certain point those undead stopped moving. Like once there was just a few remaining like skeletons and zombies that sort of stood around without threat. But this guy, the enormous orange shelled creature and a couple others that you had seen headed north.
Huh. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So, like, I wonder where that enormous shelled creature is. Uh, Look out the windows real quick and make sure we can't see it.
No, looking out there, just make a perception check. Ooh, Rana looks around.
Yeah, I remembered I have a hot bar for
Yes.
thing that I've never remembered to use.
Man, I want to go to a buffet with a hot bar. Most of have a cold bar, which is nice, but
Yeah.
Looking out the windows and the bigger windows of the collapsed walls, you don't see anything nearby. I mean, this thing was as big as like a barn, so
Right.
if it were around, you'd pretty sure you'd see it, unless it's heavily camouflaged or invisible.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. She'll look around at the rest of the party. Be like, I don't know why this guy was still around, but this is definitely one of Ymira's goons.
Who's
Keep.
Ymira? Is that what she just said? Ymira?
Yeah. Ymira is a necromancer that sent a big undead horde to attack Three Rivers, the major city just south of here.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to get them to go away and like with negotiations we tried to get them to leave, and then they attacked anyway, though this guy with some of the undead seemed to actually leave and go north. I'm not sure where the creatures that left with him are, but obviously he was here. Yeah, Ymira is based out in the wastes, actually.
Is what?
And
You cut out for a second.
Ymira is based out in the wastes. That's where her castle is. And we're planning on heading out there soon-ish to go take care of her. One of the reasons we were heading back to Three Rivers was to pick up a guy that seemed to have a lot of information on Ymira and seemed very interested in taking her out. So we figured he would want to tag along.
You keep cutting in and out.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's obnoxious.
I got the gist, but there may have been a couple words there that would have been
I don't
vital.
know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's all. Sure, I'll pick it up. My next question would be out of character to Alazan, but my merchant party, are they heading also to Three Rivers?
Yeah, they were in the direction of Three Rivers. I gave you a little snippet in the last thing I sent to you.
Yep.
That gives you a little bit of info. About a day away. The reason you had stopped here is just to check for supplies, because it looked like an abandoned town from the merchant's perspectives.
Cool. Well, I can fulfill my job, and maybe you guys can travel with us to Three Rivers.
Oh, sure.
But there's a chest here. Is that a chest?
Yeah, looking about the room, it's once was a bedroom. There's a couple points of interest. There's that chest there, and small footlocker, sort of a desk and small bookshelf. Inside the chest, the top open, see that there's an arrangement of clothing and like a small copper box that is locked. It's like this metal latch that's built into the box itself. But it's only maybe like 5 inches long and a couple inches wide and tall, so you could easily just grab it and take it with you. Honest is pretty handy with lock-picking tools. Or you can just bash it with your axe if you want.
So is Valis, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's right there.
Yeah. Kenai will toss it toward Valis then.
Takes out a couple.
While Valis is doing that, Rana will investigate the other points of interest. It kind of looks like there's a bookshelf.
Okay. Valis quickly undoes the lock, opens it up. Bookshelf, you see some books on botany, some of the local flora of the area, as well as notes on agriculture. Looks like whoever lived in this keep had some note-keeping tendencies. They marked some of the crops they had tried, remarks on some of the bushes down below and their yields over the last few years. There's notes on when the sun rose and how often it rained in different parts of the year. It's fairly mundane, but if you're into that sort of thing, it's interesting.
Yeah.
In the coffer, you find a smattering of Electrum coins, these gold platinum alloy. It's a pretty hefty sum. They're all stamped with this symbol of these three griffins, and the obverse side is the profile of a human with a crown. Um, with Kenai's experience, this is not the money used in Gresha. And they look real old. They're marked up, and you can see there's like they've been rubbed to such a degree that like some of the detail has faded. But all told, there's about 500 of these coins in this
Whoa.
coffer.
Ooh.
If Rana if Rana catches sight of it, would she be able to tell that those are the older coins that we've been encountering?
Yes.
Okay. So if Rana catches sight of that, then she'll say she knows someone that can help us convert that into more useful currency. We can do that in Three Rivers.
Very good. Did we inspect the footlocker already? Did that happen?
Yeah, so that was in here. That's that sort of personal items like clothing and the coffer box that you had found.
What is this thing?
That's a desk, and you find in the drawers of the desk are writing tools, blank parchment, some correspondence between whoever this guy was, and um, just briefly looking at through them, there's some sort of romantic love letter type correspondence there, and some amateurish poetry. They don't read very well. Uh, like someone that thinks that they're better at poetry than they are was writing sort of off rhymes to their romantic interest.
Hmm.
Aside from that, the suit of armor on the stand there is the only thing that else that catches your eye. It's a breastplate and a couple like a chain sleeves descend from the plate itself, and a couple what it was called van braces at the calf and gauntlets at the forearms. They're etched with these symbols of lightning bolts. That's sort of what's that called? Why are words escaping me right now? The typical like gosh, everyone knows what a lightning bolt is. They look like that.
Typical depiction of a lightning bolt.
Yep, that's the easy way to say it. If I wasn't trying.
Do they just lightning bolts, or is there
Yeah,
anything else to the?
Yeah, just two of them on the plate itself, and they are in the direction like they form a V on the plate. They don't touch, but that's the angles that they're in.
There's no book, right?
Book?
Book.
No.
The
I'm not sure
symbol
what you
of the
mean.
lysine is lightning bolts over a book, I think.
No, there's no book.
Okay. Don't know why that would be here, but just making sure.
Yeah. That makes sense. I was like, there was books on those bookshelves. I don't know what book you're talking about.
Okay, is this a symbol of like a family that Rana might recognize,
It doesn't
or
look that way
okay?
because it's just the two lightning bolts. Typically, there's a lot more flourished coat of arms and
Right.
heraldic symbols.
Okay.
Ambrose continues to bob outside, just
Yeah.
peering over the ledge of this floor.
He's just doing like an Aladdin. Like he's managed to pull himself up onto the railing and he's just got his elbows on there. The rest of him just sort of floating in space.
Does is there anything under the bed?
Make an investigation check.
Kenai will walk over to Ambrose and lend a hand to pull him up if he wants.
Oh yeah. I tried to move my token inside and it keeps telling me there are walls. I don't know how to get in. Thank you.
Makes sense. That's mostly to keep. That was meant to keep you guys from walking off the edge, just falling 25 feet for no reason. Because of the way that things structured. I don't need to get into it. So Rana gets down on her knees to look under the bed. It's been a couple weeks since anything's lived in here except these undead creatures. You can see that they had a cat, but
Oh.
yeah, sadly, in the corner, it's lain in slain at some point. It's been a few weeks. Doesn't it looks pretty awful and very far along in its decay.
Sad. Rana gets up looking very sad.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Well,
may have missed it. Did we look over the guy? Did we see if he had anything on him?
this guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had just plate mail that's been just absolutely demolished by Kenai.
That tracks.
Sounds about right.
He does have a necklace of like rosary beads, two of which are different than the others.
I'm very interested in that.
Sorry, three of which are different than the others. After identification, you'd see that it's this.
Ooh, excellent. It's better than the one I've currently got.
And the breastplate after
Does a
identification.
Healy do?
It does a little Healy. Yeah. Okay. Anyone looking out into the courtyard would see Gaz busy cutting T-Rex teeth out of its mouth and shoving them into his own mouth. Where they disappear.
Man. What's with that guy? Kenai says.
That
Yeah,
Lovely.
we
is my brother.
Oh,
coming from
sorry.
the guy that can literally summon tentacles from another dimension. Do you think it's a little freaky? You learn to just kind of roll with it.
It's kind of a long story, but he was effectively stolen from my parents and grew up in the far realm, which is where the aberrations are from.
Ah,
So he learned a few tricks to survive out there. And that's one of them.
As you're talking about him, you see his left arm sort of twist and point in the direction of the balcony where Kenai stands.
hey, I don't
Yeah.
want any trouble.
No, that's he's fine. He'll be fine.
Ooh.
Yeah. So before we leave the area, Rana would like to do some like making sure the undead are disposed of properly, burned. She'll do like a ritual trying to at least trying to consecrate the area, even though I know mechanically she can't do that.
Okay.
But do whatever she feels like she needs to do to settle the undead issue in this area.
With the group, and maybe even Jeff helps. I pull the well, I don't know. As of right now, he's just standing there.
Standing there.
Pulled the body of this this crowned undead out into the courtyard and maybe even outside the gates itself. Pull along all of the remnants of undead and gather them up in a pyre. Yeah, as he watches what's happening, begins to more hurriedly rip away the T-Rex's teeth.
Yes, you take what you need, bro. But like, we need to wrap this up and get moving.
Kenai would probably take one of the T-Rex teeth, but not to eat, but as a souvenir of something that was killed. Great beast was felled in his eye, so keep one of the T-Rex teeth as a souvenir.
As you go and to grab it, this Rana's brother, Gaz.
Oh no.
Are you going to use that?
If Rana is next to Kenai, she'll whisper, "Tell him yes."
Tell him what?
Tell him yes.
Yes, I will be using this T-Rex tooth. Yes.
Eyes flick up and down Kenai's body. You know, this half-elf man, similar in size to Rana, only maybe 5.5 feet tall. It's not always easy to tell for Kenai how tall things are because he towers over almost everything. Sometimes the shorter things look shorter than they actually are. But maybe 5.5 feet tall.
Yeah, we're pretty short. Yeah, I'm 5'5".
All right, but if I run out, I'm taking it back.
And all through this, the strange, multi-eyed creature bobs along impassively, watching everything, watching the proceedings.
Rana will say, "I killed it, and I say he can have one of the teeth."
These great beasts are to be revered. Right. Kenai says simply.
Also, there are 3 more Giralan arms back in the village that you can have.
Stands up and looks down the path towards the village, and without a word, walks off in that direction.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Did anybody check up high in this tower? Or what's in this room here?
Yeah, so that room leads to a ladder that goes up to the roof. Up top is where the last couple skeletons were. On the approach, after they fired the first boulder and the group started heading towards them, and Rana loosed a couple arrows at the one below. I guess they were ordered to destroy the catapult because when you find it, it's some of the ropes have been cut and things have been banged out of place, so that it can't be used. So that's the ladder that's here that goes up. Below you find like a hall, like a receiving area and dining room, as well as a kitchen area and sort of barracks. Everything has been pretty heavily thrashed, but the undead don't eat. You find some foodstuffs, hardtack and salted meat, water, bit of ale.
Oh, well, that's good. Grab what we can. Take it back with us.
All right. Yep. there's a basement area, but there's no need to actually put you over there.
So Rana will make sure to do her chanting and stuff, her prayers and chanting in this area, and then also down in the village, since that's like 1,000 feet away. She's not gonna drag
All of the bodies.
Yeah.
Kenai can help carry bodies if needed, but
Yeah. Thank you.
Ambrose can also instruct Jeff to help out.
Okay. He's got these really long hands that are very good at holding torsos and bodies, so do that. Every once in a while, he stabilizes them with a strange tentacle that is mostly kept wrapped around its waist.
Oh my.
Finish up the consecration here at the tower and head back towards the village. When you arrive, you find that Gaz has cut away the other 3 arms of the Gorillon, and they don't appear anywhere. They're out of sight. Although you might guess at where they've gone.
Mm-hmm.
Gaz.
Detroit.
Right. I mean, you're missing something. Detroit is a pretty good place to guess. I saw someone stole a porch once. Anyways, that's a silly meme. So the Gorillon's arms are all gone, but Gaz is sitting on a fallen piece of stone from the statue that once stood in the town, and he's just staring at a cat that's sitting in front of him. Its tail flicks to and fro and glances your way as you approach, but turns its attention back on Gaz. Gaz, you don't hear him speaking, but they're staring intently at each other.
What does the cat look like?
The cat is cat-like. It's got 4 legs and a tail, 2 ears. I know you're asking for the pattern, and I'm buying time so that I can find the dumb. Okay. The cat is sort of blue-furred. It's borders on gray, but you can definitely see a hint of blue there. One of its eyes is white and like milky cataract. The other one looks like a normal cat eye, yellowish, with that sort of a vertical slit for the pupil. And it looks like it's seen some better days. One of its ears is a little mangled. Oh yeah, there you go. Porch was stolen. Perfect. I mean, it's a funny story, but I love it. Yeah, so that is where we will stop.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the calico.
Calico with half black, half.
Yeah.
When have we ever seen a calico cat? I don't even know what you could be referring to.
And there the cat is for all that wish to look at it.
Have we seen this cat before?
Briefly once the first time you passed through town. But the group went, we don't want any part of this village, and went around.
Nothing we can do here. We're gonna keep moving.
Which turned out to be excellent for me as the DM. Because that meant all the undead were still here.
Oh no.
They were here the first time you came through, you guys just didn't stop.
Oh, nice.
Wait. Nope, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, Rana would have detected them if they were within 60 feet. Mm-hmm. Well, again, you guys saw it from afar and were like, nope, and went around.
We didn't go down this road?
No.
Oh, this isn't the main road.
Well, and the battle wagon is
foreshadowing for later. We have all of this planned out, Wi-Fi. Don't worry.
Yeah. I do. Every moment. There's no unscripted event, even when I'm like, what's the word? I've written that part down too.
Yeah, now that we've done your initial session and we approved you, Wi-Fi, you should be getting your script in the Google Drive.
Oh, sweet. I'll be sure to say the script this time, as opposed to doing my little speech and like accidentally saying too much and trying to answer all of Rana's questions that she was more curious about than I expected. Like, oh no, I've said too much.
No such thing.
Kenai will want to, just to give you guys a little bit more about him, he'll want to finish this job with the merchants, but also will hope for an invitation to join your little party thereafter.
Cool.
I don't know. We're probably gonna have to do a lot of intense deliberation.
You may have to interview me.
I'd let him in.
What would you say your
Just
biggest
remember,
weakness is?
I carry a great axe called Splitter.
Pretty good. Pretty
Valis
great
and
axe.
Ambrose do good cop, tentacle cop.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
All right, guys, this was fun. I'm gonna
Yay!
jump off though.
All right.
Yeah.
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 All right. Catch you later.